I don't have the truth. I'm looking for it. And I just love that.
Goran Kastred is a corporate leader that believes in sustainability. At Volvo and at IKEA, where he held leading positions, he had implemented sustainability as part of the business plan in those organizations. And he's also chairman of Natural Step, which is a not-for-profit organization that is working in corporations. That's why we invited him, so that he can give us this message at this conference.
Well, I'm just sharing with you here some basic thinkings, shifting from one way of thinking to another way of thinking. I think that's where the challenge is for us.
What really fascinated me is that he challenged us to a completely new way of thinking, where we are moving from the mechanical age and the industrial age into the knowledge age, where knowledge becomes an asset.
Something old is decaying and something new is painfully trying to be born. What is the old and what is the new? Well, there's no doubt that the old is about this industrial mechanical worldview, where we have built our machines, we went to the moon, we came back, and somehow we, humanity, thought we were in charge of other people, in charge of nature. And of course, that was an illusion. And the new, of course, is about something very borderless, global, digital, I would say brutal in many ways. And of course, this new is interconnected in a completely new, radical new complexity.
What he put across to us is we are beyond just fixing existing problems. We need a transformation and a paradigm shift.
How to create then transformational change in our institutions. And maybe then we have a problem that is more than environmental and sustainability, because a lot of us are worried about our school systems and our healthcare systems around the world. Maybe we have an institutional problem. Maybe our institutions and organizations are not really capable or deal with the complexities of today's situations. No, if we accept that it's a living community we are talking about, we might ask the question, how can we grow a different culture? It's a very different approach. So, what if change is less about reorganizing, restructuring, and can you hear how mechanical these words are? No, real change is coming from reconceiving. When we help people see something they didn't see. That's what leadership is about.
Reconceiving the future means that we co-create our future together. And that's thinking differently to the way we think now.
What if learning is less about absorbing information and more about becoming part of a meaningful community? I think that's what you are trying to create. Because when we are part of a meaningful community, we know where the meaning sits, and we start to learn. Everything happens in conversations. For us, that makes us different between maybe other animals. We reflect and we have language, and we have just to create space then for that type of very honest, open reflections. And of course, bring in bright ideas and bright people, to add to that journey. But that's why I'm not afraid at all of somehow staying in questions. When we talk about the future, sometimes with a big F, that's a road not to be discovered, it's still to be created. And isn't that very hopeful in the sense that the future still has to be created? So the question is, of course, what future do we like to be part of creating? I'd like you to turn to the people sitting next to you. Reflect now, because all of you are coming from somewhere, you are somewhere, and you are heading somewhere on your own journey. And then you just talk for 5-6 minutes with somebody sitting next to you saying, what did he say?
That's the first time I've seen a corporate leader who's kind of invited that level of participation. And that's the culture of our conference as well. Individual participation and drawing people's visions and thoughts.
So in conclusion,
Creating a desirable, sustainable future is, in my way, the leadership challenge of our time. And what can be more meaningful and learningful to be part of co-creating a desirable, sustainable future? To develop products, and processes and services that are in harmony with nature. And by liberating the human creativity. Because we know to give their best, people need a meaningful cause to believe in. That will bring forth the passion needed.
We have no idea where the world is going to go, but it's an exciting challenge, isn't it?